Okay, welcome everyone. So it is Tuesday. I love Tuesdays because I get to see lots of your lovely faces and just be reminded of the many, many blessings in my life and in our lives. I know many of your blessings as well that touch me consistently because of this incredible blessing we call Plexus. And so thanks for being here tonight. It is a small group tonight, and I did mention already before I hit record, and I'll say again, I know a lot of people were invited to a special power hour with Tarl Robinson, and so they may be doing that instead right now because it's at the same time, and I don't judge, so that's fine. I'm hoping I get a replay, and I just wanted to hop on here and see who would hop on and still give you some good stuff to chew on. And so we'll do that. Okay. Now, Jennifer was going to be doing our community connection tonight. And bless her heart, she got very sick today and ended up having to leave work early with fever and chills. And she said she crashed right when she got home, fell asleep, totally forgot about it. So I said, you go rest. Don't even worry about it. We'll skip that part tonight and just make it short and sweet and let you guys go early. So that'll give you some extra time to do some income producing activities. All right. So we'll just roll with that. So anyways, tonight, you guys, what I wanted to train on, I was actually really excited about, so I hope people will watch this replay if they miss it. But, and here's where my thoughts have been since, were both of you on the Eric Worre training? Wasn't that yesterday? Yes, it was yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. Venetia, were you on there? I don't know if you're where you can unmute or turn on your camera, but I'm just curious if you guys were both on there. Um, all right, answer me if you can. If not, that's
Sorry,
okay.
I am driving. I was not. I didn't have a chance to get on it, but I'm pretty sure I have the recording that I was gonna watch.
Okay, perfect. I would highly suggest it. Okay. I will tell you there were some Eric Worre trainings that I was not a huge fan of personally. And then there were some things that I was like, amen, brother. Like that is so I totally like agree with that 100% and can attest like or can like testify that that is a big part of what made me successful and what I see as most valuable, things like that. So please, if you didn't watch Eric Worre's training yesterday, please watch it. It is very, very powerful. And I think the message that he drove home that I wanted to start with, I wanted to ask you about was, Adrienne, I'll ask you, and I hate to put you on the spot, but you're the only one here that's listened to it besides me. So, can you tell me your thoughts on what he explained about creating a machine? Does that resonate, or did that resonate? Do you have any thoughts on that? Yeah, cool.
I was trying to unmute. Sometimes it's hard on my phone to get it up.
Yeah, I get it.
Just that if you make the machine, you you don't have to always be there, always be present. You just duplicate.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
maybe that was just me, but I
no, that's exactly what he was saying. He was like, think about it this way, like if and he was specifically saying he had everyone drop in the chat like, okay, how many new VIPs have you sponsored for the Icon Club? Right? And then how many senior silvers? He had everyone put in the chat like their number of new VIP enrollments and then the number of new senior silvers that they have personally helped rank up. And like huge majority, like we're doing well sponsoring people, but we're not doing well developing senior silvers. And his question was, okay, why do you think that is? And I actually put in the chat, I said, because we're not inviting them to, right? And so that was kind of his thought is that like if you're consistently sponsoring people and you're not getting people to silver, senior silver consistently as well, not obviously not every single one, but if you're and I myself, you guys, like this used to be a big strength of mine. I'm going to be really transparent here, okay? I used to be really good at fast starting people to silver and senior silver. And um it just, a lot of like I had some life trauma stuff that happened, and for like a good 6 to 9 months I really stepped away from my business. And this is actually part of my training. But um the crazy thing is my business continued on without me. Like I was getting all these points even when I was not showing up myself. And I wouldn't advocate ever for anyone doing that. I was like in a real traumatic situation, family wise, and like Plexus just didn't even have a space at that point. And praise the Lord, everything's been beautiful. Like it's all good now. But sometimes we go through seasons of life like that. And Eric Worre, what he was talking about was, if you are just signing people up yourself and your only points are coming from you, then you are your only employee. Like you're only getting paid on your own work. And I would add, the level of attrition when all you're doing is signing up VIPs is very high. So you're working a lot harder with money that you're not keeping for the most part. Does that make sense? When you create this machine, the concept is, you, instead of going out and like selling products and getting new VIPs all the time and then replacing them over and over again, you're selling a business opportunity to people consistently, and you're consistently finding people that are also sharing along with you, sharing with people that you're not talking to, out doing income producing activities when you're not. And so it creates this machine that starts earning without you. That's what he was talking about with the machine, right, Adrian? And so that got me thinking. I was like, this is crazy, because I realized like that I have created a machine, you guys, and I feel so incredibly blessed that when something traumatic happened and I had to step away, my income continued to come in, like an income that is unreal, like that I never could have fathomed would be possible for me to earn. That continued to come in. And it actually, like, being 100% honest with you, it it took a while for it to start to, to decrease even a little bit. And so that got me thinking. I've kind of been ashamed of that for a while. Like, I stepped away, and eventually my points did start to take a decline, but it took a long time, and it wasn't anything like devastating. I'm being totally honest with you. Um, because I created a machine, and I put my heart and soul and blood and sweat and tears into creating that machine. And how beautiful is it? I should be proud that I was blessed to have that when life put me in a situation where I still needed income. Um, and that far exceeded what I needed, and it just kept coming for me. Like, that's amazing. That is one of the gifts that I don't think a lot of us realize that we're working towards, and what is possible here. It's just like bigger picture concept, you know? And so I am so proud to say that I was able to, when life trauma hit me and my family, I was able to step away, and that machine kept going. You guys are an amazing machine. I am so grateful for you. And I was earning when I wasn't able to show up to tell people about Plexus, when I wasn't showing up and doing meetings, when I wasn't out doing live events, when I was doing nothing but taking care of myself, my needs, my family. My machine kept rolling. And that is incredible. And it reminded me of something that a lot of you have taken trainings from Brooke Hemingway, right? She's one of my best friends. I absolutely love her. her mind works a lot different than mine, and she's totally a systems person. She's so just um she works so hard. But I remember at one thing that I learned at one of her trainings that totally stuck with me years and years ago is she said, you want to create a business that will pass the bus test. And if you've never heard of what this is, it means if you were to get hit by a bus, your business would still go on without you. And so that concept to me years ago, I was like, can you imagine that type of business that still operates? That there's like, I have an incredible virtual assistant that covers a lot of my work. We have these team Zooms that I don't really like have a lot of responsibility here. We have a rotation of amazing leaders that take turns, and these Zooms would go on without me, you guys. Um, we have an amazing, I mean, we just have this machine and it's incredible. And I'm not trying to take all the credit for that, but I am telling you that I bought into that concept and I believed in it and I ran for it and I worked my butt off and I stuck with systems and I persisted and I tweaked until we got a system that operated into something that passed the bus test when I got hit by a bus. And that's what Eric Worre was talking about last night. That's what he was saying you can have. You guys, you can create that. You can. And the beautiful thing is, um, like a lot of you have strengths that I don't have. And you can do it in your way. And we have systems that are so much better than when I was, trying to, like when I first built my way up to Emerald and Sapphire and even, to Diamond. I've been a Diamond now for goodness, like, what did we decide? 8 years, I think. Um, for a while of that, I wasn't re-ranking after I first hit it, but since I did, just solid, pretty much Diamond. But to like, that's something you can have. You don't have to be perfect in all the things. I found ways to cover my weaknesses. I hired a virtual assistant that I pay, that she covers a lot of the places where I am weak. And that's something you can do, you know? And then like when you just lean into your strengths, like that's something you can create, you guys. I just want to encourage you that. And I wanted to ask that I actually had on my work with me earlier or last week, um, just this concept of how well are you sharing the opportunity? I want you to really, really, really consider that, okay? With this concept of building a machine. If you're not consistently like signing people up and then consistently developing people to silver here and there and a senior silver here and there, you don't have to do it full time, but if you have a good system and you are using that, then you will be duplicating, which means like getting people who are out there sharing even when you're not. And so on that thought, I wanted to give you guys two things, like some homework. And Monty and I were actually out to eat. He's coming out now. So I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. But I'm gonna give you some homework. I'm gonna give you two messages that I want you to take and write your own. And then what I'm gonna do is so write it in your own words, or if you love the way that I have it written, this is one of my boards that I showed recently when I was going over the developing silvers system that I use that's been most effective for me. There are two spots in there where I wanted to show this person how I sprinkle the opportunity even before they order. Even when their interest is products and there's no interest for a business yet, okay? Or they came to me for product help, for health stuff. And then like we're trying to help them decide what would be the best option for them to order. I sprinkle the opportunity right there. And I'm going to show you how I do it. And then I want you to take that and like actually say, is this how I would say that? Does that sound like my voice? If not, I'm going to tweak that to where it feels really comfortable for me to say it. And I'm going to start using that. Whenever I have anyone that I am helping with these products, I'm going to say this. I'm going to make this part of my, just it flows right out of my mouth. Okay. And then as soon as they do place their order, I'm going to give you my verbiage that I use. And this I will tell you, please believe me. You guys, I got 10.5 years of experience, and I've been like business heavy the whole time. I've tried all the ways. I've tried other people's ideas, whatever. I'm telling you, this is the key. As soon as they order, that's when they are most pliable. It's when they are most excited. It's when they are most willing to trust you and invite some friends to try this with them. The longer you wait after they order, the less likely they are. Okay, 100,000% that is true. I wish I could have my statistics on that to show you how true that is. You have got to give them an invitation at like as they're right after they hit submit on those products. That needs to be the conversation. Okay, and it needs to be one that they really see the value in it. They understand the benefits for them. And it sounds really simple and non-salesy. And then you want to end it with, is there any reason you wouldn't let me help you take advantage of those friendship bonuses and get $300 back? That's what I'm really good at. Whatever. Like you can say it however you want, but that has to happen. It literally should happen as soon as they order those products. And so if you're not on a Zoom with them or on the phone with them ordering the products, if you send a cart, then I'm going to show you in my boards like how I do it. I get them on a phone call. I tell them, I am so excited for you. Thank you for trusting me with this. I don't take that lightly. My job is to help you have the best experience possible. And so there's just a few things, important things I need to go over with you before your products arrive. It'll only take like 15 minutes. Do you have 15 minutes after 7 p.m. tonight? And then they say yes, or they say no. If they say no, I'm like, okay, what is your availability tomorrow where I could chat with you for 15 minutes? And I do not take no for an answer. If they say, I don't have 15 minutes tomorrow, I'm going to say, okay, it's really important we go over this before your products arrive. So on, what's today? Today's Tuesday. So Thursday, what's your day like? Like, even if we have to wake up 15 minutes early or whatever, it's so quick, I promise. And then when we get them on that phone call, that's the last thing I say to them. And I do keep it really short and sweet. And that is the main focus of my call, is to get them that invitation. So I'm going to show you exactly what I use. I'm going to share my screen and then we'll do something fun. Okay. All right. Okay. So here's my boards. Here is what I want you to see. Okay. It's going to be right in here.
We can't see your screen. I don't. Oh, yeah, we can. Sorry. I was on the
Okay.
wrong screen. Never mind.
Perfect. No worries. Okay. So the first sprinkle I give them, even if they came to me for product help, this is the first one I do. Oh, wait. Sorry, this is the wrong board. It's the one after they say yes. Okay. So in my sales flow, the right here. Okay, I always pick 2 combos that I'm going to suggest at 2 different price points. And then I'm going to send them a graphic of those 2 combos. And then there's a description. It says right here, cost breakdown of 2 combos, USA, right here. So you'll see, this is like basically my spiel explaining the difference of the 2 combo options I just sent them. And I want you to notice right here, it says, also, do you see where it says also? Whichever pack you decide on, I pride myself on being able to help people get their products paid for, because we never want costs to get in the way of your health journey. So that's already planted in their head. I didn't ask them. I just put that thought in their head. So they know if I'm worried about cost, then Whitney's actually really good at helping me get these paid for. So that I sprinkled that immediately. Okay. So I'm going to screenshot that. Well, I'll probably just copy and paste it into the replay, but I want you guys to rewrite that in your words. And then we're going to go to after they order. Okay. So we're going to bump right to, let's see, sales flow. No, it's not. It's in this. Sorry. Okay. So this is presenting the referral program. So this is in that conversation immediately once they order. If I'm on with them, and if I'm not and I sent them a cart, then this is in that 15-minute onboarding call that I told you about, that I don't take no for an answer. Like, this has to happen before their products arrive. Okay. So this is the last thing I say, like literally all I cover. It's so easy, you guys. I literally say, okay, my goal is to help you have the best results possible. So I'm like your coach and your cheerleader. So there's just a few things, like drinking water is so important. How do you do at drinking water? Okay, we're going to discuss that. Then we're going to talk about communication. That is so important. I need to know all the things, how you're pooping, what you're noticing, all the things. So important. So everybody's a little different. We may need to tweak here and there, whatever. So that, the 3 C's. I do chug water, communication, consistency, and then this is the magic that happens. Okay. So consistency, like obviously these products only work if you take them, and you have to take them correctly and every single day. So we're going to go over that. And then I say, okay, so you'll be getting some, I'll tell them about my follow-up. Maybe mine's different than yours, but mine, I have pre-scheduled follow-up texts that they will receive. And so I tell them that. They probably have already received one by now. And so I'm like, yeah, okay, so that's me. That's really helpful info. Just pay attention. It only takes a couple of minutes whenever that text comes through. That's going to really help you understand the process and have the best experience. Now, last but not least, I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't make sure you understand our generous referral program. It's one of my favorite blessings that Plexus offers. It's changed literally everything for our family. You can earn over $300 just for grabbing a few friends to try this with you, and I guarantee you have 3 people right on the top of your head probably right now that you know are struggling with different health issues, would love to lose some weight, could use some extra money, whatever. So that's so doable. Even if you don't want a business, it's proven that you'll have better results if you have a few accountability partners. And so we have a few simple activities that help you, that aren't pushy or salesy, and they don't take much time, to help you find some accountability partners. Is there any chance you might be open to taking advantage of that with my help? And they're going to say yes, or they're going to say no, or they're going to say, let me try the products first. If they say, let me try the products first, I have the perfect response to that. Okay. But usually they say, sure, why not? Because why wouldn't they? If I just explain that to them, most people are going to be like, what do I have to lose if it's not salesy or pushy? And if it only takes a few minutes, why not? Literally, you guys, most people say yes to this. I promise. I swear to you. Most people, that when I ask them just like this, most people are like, okay. And then I jump right into my Developing Silvers board. If you don't have access to that board, let me know, because you do want access to those messages. And that is what works really well for me. So I want you to take this. I want you to, does that sound like something you'd say word for word? Awesome. Use it. If it doesn't, how would you say it? Say it in your language, but don't take away any of the fire from it. You know what I mean? And so what I'm going to do is when I post the replay, I am going to do, let me stop sharing if I can figure out how. So this is, I think I said stop. Can you guys see me? Where's my Zoom?
I can't see you. You're black, but we can't see your screen anymore either.
Oh, okay. Then where's my Zoom thing? That's so weird.
It's hard on a phone to figure it all out.
Yeah. Okay, there I am. Hopefully. Here I am.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to post this replay and I'm going to give you guys 3 days to like share how you rewrote those messages in your own words. And then I'll draw a winner that shares theirs in the comments under the replay. Okay. So I'll come up with something fun. I don't know what it is yet, but I have some good swag at home. I'll pick something fun. So do that. And this is more for your benefit. It doesn't matter if you win or not, you guys. If you get words that you feel confident in using and you start using them consistently, you're going to start building a healthier business. You're going to start building a machine, you're not just going to be your only employee anymore. Okay. Trust me on that. And it is life-changing. So anyways, that's all I got. Do you guys have any questions? And I'll let you go if not.
No.
Okay, awesome. I hope this was helpful. You guys are awesome. Have a good night. Love ya.
Thank you.
Bye.